Hello, everybody. This is JD. Today I'm going to read to you something that's very, very important. Now, before I do that, I want to do a little background before I read it. What I'm going to read to you is word for word as it is written out of the Constitution. And I want you to understand this because what we're going to talk about is gay marriages. I heard Virginia, right here in Norfolk, the federal judge ruled that the Virginia ban on gay marriages is unconstitutional. I will agree 100%. The state has no right to restrict any two people from wanting to form a union. But that's as far as they can go. They can give a license for two people to form a union. A justice of a peace can perform a ceremony. But that is as far as they can go. They cannot go any farther. That is where the line is drawn, or where the wall is built, or where the block is. And you're saying why? Because there's going to be somebody out there who's going to decide to take some church to the Supreme Court because they want to get married in a church, and the church refuses. The church says, no, we find that, as Jesus said, when a brother sleeps with a brother, it's an abomination to God. Therefore, we will not accept gay marriages, one way or the other. Now, I'm not against gay marriages. I'm not. And I think that they should have the same legal rights as everybody else. But this is where the line is drawn. Now I'm going to read to you something, and it's going to come out of, it's called the Constitution of the United States of America. And it's Amendment 1. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of the first words in the First Amendment. The first 17 words of the First Amendment of all the 10 amendments to protect the rights of the individual. The very first, the ones of major concern. I mean, we know about militia, bear arms, we know freedom of speech, we know the press, but the First Amendment has the first 17 words, probably the most important, where separation of church and state shall be. And I'm going to read it to you, word for word. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise therefor. Got that? Congress cannot make a law one way or the other. If the church says no, they will not perform same-sex marriages. The Supreme Court, the federal government, and Congress has their hands tied. If the church says yes, they will perform same-sex marriages. The Supreme Court, the federal government, the state, all got their hands tied. Most state, that's state rules. But the Constitution draws the line. The Constitution says now free exercise of the religion. And if the religion believes that it is wrong, Congress has no right to say otherwise. Just like I believe if a religion says it's right, Congress has no right to say otherwise. You see, it is out of the hands of the federal government. It's up to you, the people, your moral standards, and your religious leaders. Now that's where it stands. And we, the people, have to read our Constitution, have to us understand our Constitution. Don't let the lawyers tell you. Because the lawyer's going to say, oh, it said Congress, not the president, not the Supreme Court. which is true. That would be politically correct, but not the truth. See? That's like when I do the video on John Hanson being the first president of the United States. And people come up and say, oh, he's not the first president. First president was George Washington because these first 7 presidents was elected by the Continental Congress, where the last group of presidents was elected by the Electoral Board of College. Neither one were elected by the people. The people directed the Continental Congress. The people directed the Electoral Board of College. And the Electoral Board of College can vote any way they wish. They do not have to follow the state as they had voted. And it was done, I believe, during Andrew Jackson's election. He should have actually lost by electoral votes. Now, you could say politically correct because the constitutional president, but the truth is John Hanson was really the first acting president of the United States of America and took the title of president. Now it comes down to the First Amendment and the established religions and how gay marriages or same-sex marriage, I'm not going to call them gay marriages no more, let's call them same-sex marriages, shall be handled. And here's what I need you all to say. It doesn't matter which way the religion chooses to do it. What matters is that the federal government stays out of it, past the point of where the federal government says we do not have the right to prohibit anybody for getting a marriage license, or as I call it, a union certificate. And if you want to take that to the Justice of the Peace, and the Justice of the Peace says, his omnis and blesses you and tells you to go, you are married in accordance with the state that they're in, that's the way it should be. But the church, that will have to be left up to the people and the church. That's where I feel it sits. Let me give you a good example. Me and my third marriage. The Catholic Church says they don't acknowledge divorces. My first marriage was it. That's it. So, until my first wife died, I could not get married in the Catholic Church again. Is that unconstitutional? Is that not fair? No. I don't care. I had a minister that performed the ceremony, and he performed the ceremony for us, and he gave us the blessings, and off we went. Now that my first wife is dead, I can actually marry my third wife in a Catholic Church if I do so wish or desire. Because that is the teaching of the Catholic Church. So, with all the blessings, same-sex people, I wish you all the luck in the world to find in your relationships what I have found with my third wife. Federal government, you keep your hands out of our churches. You don't belong there. That's for the people in the churches to decide, not for Congress, not the Supreme Court, not the president. As president, my answer will be the First Amendment. And it's up to the people and the churches. If there's a church that will marry same-sex, then they will. So for that minister who, down here in Norfolk, said he cannot do it, his beliefs, his church says no. No matter what the federal government says, he's right. He does not have to perform it. That's right. For those churches who say, we do believe they are fallen sheep, but we want them in our flock, and that we will perform same-sex marriage, that's their choice. And can be done. And then for those who go on the internet and get the 24-hour, oh, you are now a minister of a religious organization that was established 2 years ago, and you blah 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 blah. We registered with the state. You are now a minister, so go do your ministering thing. You can go teach the Bible. You can go perform marriages as done by the state. Go and deploy and read in your August. So I guess what I'm saying is, if someone tries to sue a church, the line is drawn there. You have no right. The Constitution protects all established religions from the federal government. And notice I said all established religions, not one or the other. Either way you wish to go, established religion, you are protected, because Congress shall pass no laws. The Supreme Court shall not rule. The President shall not say. It is up to you and you alone. So I guess I can say, may God bless us all, and may we all truly believe what we believe, and may we all be blessed as I have been blessed with my third marriage to my third wife. And if everyone out there gets the happiness, whether it's your significant other you're living with, whether it's your wife or your partner or your best friend, the happiness that I got from all four, which is my current wife, she is my best friend, my significant other, and above all else, my partner. I wish you all the best of luck in the world. And government, no, you have gone as far as you can when it comes to same-sex marriages. The First Amendment blocks you from doing anything or saying anything about an established religion whatsoever. Have a nice day. This is JD. Thank you for your time. Remember, 2016, Deecher and JD. If you want something to be different with our government, if you want it to be different, to be you, the people, then you, the people, have to make the difference. And don't talk to me about corruption and voting don't get counted and stuff, because all I can tell you is this. 2008, JD, James Dennis Criveau, JD Criveau, all write-in votes combined come to over 8,790,000. And they all disappeared. Where did they go? So don't bother to tell me about how corrupt. But us together, all of us, not just 8 million, but all of us across the whole nation, if we do it as a whole, as one, the government can't hide that. And JD does exist. If you ever want to come and visit me, I'll even shake hands with you. I'll let you poke me. I'll let you see that JD is real. Have a nice day. And I will be glad to present to you people who've known me long before 2008. Matter of fact, since 1985, JD has been my name. When we first got the internet and got chat, if you looked at the chat room, if you can find, I can't remember, you will see JD is a name taken. And that is mine. I just forgot my password. I forgot it with AOL. I forgot it on MSN. But I'm the original JD or JDC. You have a nice day. This is JD. And remember, if you want to make a difference, we can fix this government. But only through you. Thank you. This is JD.